Hi there, welcome to Sunnyside Journals. I'm Catherine, and I'm about to just share 30 minutes of my day. Those of you who are regulars know I record with my phone, and it will only let me have 30 minutes. So you get 30 minutes of me. um, yeah, every once in a while I get a new person that stops by, which is wonderful. Thank you. But every once in a while, someone will stop by and go, "Well, wow, that was boring. You're just sitting at your desk working and talking." Yeah, I thought I was really clear about that. I'm not Steven Spielberg. I'm not George Lucas. Anyhow, I have a few things that I thought I should get done today. So I thought, okay, 30 minutes, let's go. So, those of you who have seen me working on books before know that I've been using this tin. I think I found it last summer. It's so pretty, and I do love it. All those poppies. When I'm sewing signatures, hence the sign, signature sewing, because I label everything. To keep all my gear in for when I'm sewing signatures. But I find that I can't get the lid down. Let me hold this up. I can't get the lid down. And the reason why is I have my tin of my great big huge paper clips that I love. My crush found these initially for me, sent them in some happy mail. I think how many did you send, Nancy? I think it was like 6 or 8 or anyhow, and I loved them so much. I like using these better than this type of clip when I'm poking the holes in my signature, my folded signature papers. I like, they're less bulky, they're flat, I like them better. And then I've been looking ever since, and she went and found more for me. Anyhow, so I've been using this pill container to hold them in, but it is taller than this pretty little poppy tin. So I needed to find another home for it. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to use my mother's cake tin. These are quite common, these Wonder Fruit Cake tins. But this one's special because it was my mom's. So I just love it. Every Christmas, well, this was always our cookie tin growing up. My brother will recognize this. Growing up, if my mother made cookies or sometimes also bought cookies, we love Peak Freens. They went into the Wonder Fruit Cake tin. She actually had a few. I'm not sure what came of all of them, but I stole this one. When I moved out at 19, this kind of came with me. My poor mom, I often wonder if she wandered around the house going, "Now, where did I put that Wonder Cake tin?" And meanwhile, yeah, it was at my apartment. You know what? They say that it's easier to ask forgiveness than permission. So I sort of thought that someday maybe if she asked for it, I'd say, "Oh yeah, Mom, I kind of took that." But it never came up, and soon, anyhow, it's taller. So I will be able to fit my my pill bottle of paper clips in here. And I went to open it because it was on a shelf in my laundry room. I have a shelf just full of baskets and tins, and it's really pretty. Somebody in this house that we moved into, somebody put the shelf in the laundry room already, and it's so high up, it's utterly useless. So I just put some pretty things up there to gather dust. Anyhow, I opened it up, and this is what a hoarder I am. I opened it up, and look what I had put inside. Aren't they beautiful? I love saving nests. Uh, and I forgot I had them, and they're just so pretty. Birds utterly astound me how it's just in their brain to create these little nests. Like, I needed all kinds of books to keep from letting my children die. And birds just know what they're doing. Look at this. Look how beautiful. Look at the little fluff. Oh my goodness. I like nests also, especially in Christmas trees. When I decorate my Christmas tree, I love putting nests in my Christmas trees, and I love putting little glass bird decorations in them. Now, you were under there, so hold on. I just want to put that back together again. Anyhow, so now I guess I know what I'm going to put into the poppy thing. These nests are going to go into the poppy tin, and then I can put my sewing things into this bigger tin. Look how sweet that is. You know what? I could put my house hippo in one of these. Do any of you have a house hippo? I have a little house hippo. Where are you? Come here. You need a nest. It's not dryer lint, but I think you'll... Oh, this one looks like it's got dryer lint. House hippos like nests made out of dryer lint. So there. How's that? A little house hippo in a nest with dryer lint. Okay, that's going to go on my shelf. There you go. You're cozy now. Very good. Okay, so let's get these nests out. I'm just going to dump this. Where's my brush? Hold on. I'm going over here and get all the crumbs out. Oh my goodness. Honest to goodness. There's I swear there's old cookie crumbs in here. Okay, almost done. Sorry, I'm out of camera. Last week's cranky viewer would not be happy with that. Anyhow, there's not too many of them. I shouldn't be so mean, but it just cracks me up when I'm sort of clear in my comments down below where it says, look, it's just 30 minutes out of my day. It's not exciting. Honest to God, it's not exciting. All right, so I love this little needle book. My friend gave it to me. My friend happens to also be my daughter's mother-in-law, and that's just a fluke. It was... our family's kind of complicated. Everyone who ended up falling in love and ended up being related. So anyhow, this was her great aunt's, I believe. I think, was this your Aunt Jean's, Wendy? So that goes in there. And then I like these needles, but they're so long that I just leave them in that case. And so far, so good, because they're even too long. Yeah, they're too long to fit into here. So I just leave them in this case. Sometimes I find if I'm having a hard time sewing a signature that a longer needle helps me. It just does. I got this. I don't know why I'm still hanging on to it. It's not my favorite, but what the heck. When I tried that... I think it was We Are Memory Keepers made it. They tried to make a signature poking cradle thing, and it was terrible. But this pokey tool isn't so bad. I'll leave it in there for now. Where are we here? Beeswax. Sometimes I use it, sometimes I don't. If thread seems kind of slippy and I want a bit of tug on it, I'll use my beeswax. I'm not overly convinced beeswax is a necessary thing. I'm sorry, I'm just not. I'm going to put I like this simply because I like the packaging. Simpson's darning needles. Isn't that beautiful? Size 3 darning needles. I always remember my mother saying, I used to knit socks for your father, and then I used to darn them, and now I just say, oh darn, as I'm throwing them out. And I follow Mom's cue now. So, oh darn, there's a hole in it. Throw it out. So here's the black thread that I use once in a while. It's just Coats upholstery thread. I also like Gutermann. I really love sort of an off-white beigey colored thread when I'm sewing in signatures. Usually my signatures are mostly tea-dyed paper, so this kind of shade looks nicer. I have a spool of white somewhere. Where is it? Just in case. So that actually needs to go back in here. So, and this is also Coats and Clark upholstery thread. And then a couple of those. Now, these were the ones I was making do with. And I think I might leave these out and see if there's anything I want to use them for in my everyday work. When I didn't have enough of these, I was using these if I was doing a big book, like 7 signatures or more. But now that I've got like tons and tons, I'm a happy girl. Now, I also wanted to be able to keep in my signature sewing tin some extra little fabrics. So hold on, let's put our little nests into their new home. For now, I'm not sure whether they'll stay in there, but for now they'll be safe, and hopefully I'll remember. Or maybe in 5 years I'll open this tin and go, there's nests. Who knows? All right, so there we go. You know what? I should try not to take too long because I do have some, I've got a book haul. There we go. That stayed on there. Let's see if I can get that off. My label maker is acting up, so I'm going to have to just reuse this for now because my label maker is chewing up my labels. All right. Now I'm going to put this on the side because I usually put it up high and out of the way because I usually only use it I tend to do about 1 book a week. So this tin comes down off my shelf once a week for about 1 hour. Oh, hi, Dot. You came upstairs. Hi, honey. Dot's in her little bed. She was at the front door. She likes to watch the world come and go out of our front door. I'm just putting some tape on it. There we go. There we go. Signature sewing. So that way I'll know that there's not nests in there now. All right, so I like to keep also some common fabrics that I might use when it's time to start signature sewing. Sometimes I use this fine weave of cheesecloth, or sometimes a bit of just cotton. There's some more of that cheesecloth. This is my favorite fabric in the whole world for sewing signatures onto for old books. I just love it. So I will keep that in here. I found a couple of new ones recently. This fabric is new. These two are new. And I rather like them for, like I said, because I use tea-dyed paper. I want, when it's an old book with tea-dyed paper and a lot of signatures, I actually want the background that they're sewn onto to just fade away. I don't want it to be the center of attention. So I find that beige fabric with a little bit of a pattern does that the best, rather than, for a while I was choosing out really gorgeous, bright, bold colors to be that back fabric that you sew your signatures onto. And I realized that once the signatures were on, first of all, you can't see that it was beautiful fabric, and second of all, if it's bright and bold, it was actually distracting from how beautifully the signatures were sewn in, and that made me sad. So I like beige with a little bit of a pattern for most of my old books that I sew together. And then sometimes I need to use a little bit of regular cheesecloth. This is like dollar store cheesecloth. I have some fine cheesecloth that I use. Depending on the project, determines whether I need this kind of funny looking cheesecloth or whether I need some of my finer cheesecloth. This has already been tea dyed. I'm just going to cut a little swatch off, and then I'm going to put the rest of this back into my fabric bin. There we go. And I think I'm going to have to obviously restock my nice stuff, but I'll do that later because I want to have time to go through the books that I found. Now, I did find the other day when I was looking for my my upholstery needle. I don't know if you recall, when I did the video for sewing buttons onto a little Golden Book spine, and I wanted to use my upholstery needle, and then I couldn't find it, and then I found it, and yeah, now I can't find it again. Oh, come on. Oh, there it is. I found it. It was in, I have a few pin cushions around my desk because I use pin type things all the time in my work. Like I have these two that I use, my tomato and my sponge. And my sponge was hiding. So there we go. And I want that back in my book so that next time I want it, I won't have to say, oh darn. Let's find a spot to put you. There we go. Okay. There we go. Let's put you. Ooh, Peak Fiend cookies. I made that from a box from off of Peak Fiend cookies. Duh. Alrighty. So I'm going to put that away. I'm going to keep these out for now. And then this is my favorite lace to sew at the top of a new text block. You know how sometimes we can glue a little bit of lace to the top just to give it a nice finished look, and I just love this old lace. And usually one of these little sort of semicircle parts here is just wide enough for the size of books that I like to use. So I just love this one, and I'll usually just trim a little bit and then I'll cut this off, and this rest of it I just pitch. But it's lasting. So far it's lasting. All right, that goes away. Wonder Tin, you're going away. Now let's get some books out. I've got 12 minutes. Yes. So I went up to my my little church book sale this morning. My hubby has to work, so I usually go to my church sale once a month. Now I know I went last week, but they're still restocking. They got 166 boxes of books from a church up in Peterborough, and so they're still sorting through all those new books. And there we go. So I thought, you know what, I usually don't go 2 weeks in a row, but hubby's at work, and and so I just thought, you know what, I'm gonna go. And I know I'm on baby watch, but it's only like a 17-minute drive from my house. So I checked with the parents first and said, do you think I should stay? I'll stay if you want me to stay. And my son said, no, off you go. Just don't go to what did he say? Don't go to the Niagara Casino, which of course is 3 hours away. And I said, no, don't worry about that. I don't know why. I don't even like casinos, but anyhow, there was no worry about me going to a Niagara Casino. So I found this one. I liked the colors. I liked that there's gold on it, so that lends itself to maybe putting some keys and holes and chains on it. And what year is this? Let's see. $1, Toronto, Ontario. Look at that, CPR News Department. Oh, I bet you could buy this before you got on the train. They're little stores in Union Station where you catch the trains in Toronto. And I bet somebody bought this when they were going to be going on a train trip. Let's see. Here we go. 1911. Okay. 1911. $1. What's this one? The Girl from Tim's Place. I just thought that was pretty. Ziegler. He said Ziegler. I used to know a family, but their name was Ziegler, not Ziegler. Let's see if there's a year. Oh, 1906. You're an old one. 1906. All right. I forget what I got, so this is nice. Oh, yeah. I didn't even open this to look at it. Victorian Readers. Isn't this pretty? It's such an awesome, sort of a mustard yellow color. I hope that's coming through on the camera. I find it interesting. Usually when there's writing on spines, doesn't it usually go the other direction? Not up? No, maybe not. Well, let's look. Oh no, that's going across. Yeah, that's going across as well. Oh well. Let's see. Cop Clark. Victorian Readers. The Fifth Reader. Cop Clark. In the year 1898. 1898. Well, isn't that Beethoven's Moonlight Sonata, The Pickwickians on Ice, The Great Carbuncle, The Tempest, The Eruption of Vesuvius, The Vision, The Plains of Abraham, The Lay of the Phoenix. Rip Van Winkle. Wow. Well, I liked it for the cover, so that's pretty. So what did we say it was? 1898? Talking so much. Yep, 1898. Wowee. Okay, that one's going to be fun. I like the color of that one. I know where Wellington Street is. I used to work near there. Gosh, that's pretty. I love that one. All right. They put aside this book for me. The one gentleman, Kevin, he's very nice. When I walked up, he goes, "Oh, good, you're here. I found something you might enjoy." And he's right. It's been written in. He said, "I'm sorry it's been written in," but he said, "I know that you like the artwork." And he's right. It's got some beautiful medieval type pictures with women as the main character. So, and he's right. I would like those. Those would make really, really pretty journaling cards. Let's see. Very nice. Some nuns nursing some sick back to health. Yeah. Oh, she just gave birth. And it's National Breastfeeding Day, so that's rather appropriate. Boy, I breastfed forever. And 5 of them, sometimes more than one at once. Oh, look at that. Oh, my daughter Emily would love that. She's feeding the chickens. Cute. Anyhow, he was right. I like that. I love this one. It's a religious one, but I really love it. I love this curved spine. It's really, really pretty curved spine in good condition. The Miracle at Markham by Charles M. Sheldon, How 12 Churches Became One. So I'm not sure. 1899. Wow. Okay. How 12 churches became one. Ethel Mole. I might have to try and find you, Ethel Mole. Yeah, 1899. This Central Church, Topeka, Kansas. Oh, interesting. Huh. That one will be fun. I found one of these. Not usually a huge Pooh girl, but it's. I couldn't resist those end papers. Look how pretty. To Justin, love, Julie. Anyhow, I just thought, you know what? This might make a cute. It's got some pretty color plates in it. I like that it's the original Pooh and not Disney's Pooh. Look how cute that is with Eeyore and little Piglet. Cute, cute, cute. So I like that. And then I thought this might be just fun for a little fun, quick task. I just like this. When Debbie Dared. I don't usually go for these kinds of books, but you know what? I like the colors on that. And then, of course, look what I found. Because I needed another one. It looks like it's had some water damage, but the pages, the illustrations are fine. So it's just the cover that had something must have got spilled on it, because the pages are fine. There is no musty smell. This is going to be absolutely fine to be my next cutter. I have one right now. I try my best to work through one before I open another one. Oh, look at the little bumblebees. There's always something new to see in Edith, isn't there? Every page turn, it's sort of, oh, I didn't see that. These look like the seed pods. I'm growing canna lilies this year. Oh my goodness, what an amazing, beautiful flowers canna lilies are. So cute, and they get these seed pods on them, so I'm going to try and grow more next year. I've been letting the seed pods dry, and I'm going to put them aside and see if I have any luck growing canna lilies from seeds. And I don't think I'll have any trouble, because these canna lilies grow like weeds, and apparently you can trim them off at the base and put them into bring them in and put them in your basement for the winter, and then if you get them out again in the spring, they'll just start growing up again in the spring. That's what I've heard. So I'm doing a little bit more research and see what I should do with my canna lilies. Yeah, so I spotted this just as I was leaving this. They were sorting through these boxes, and I said, oh, because I spotted it in a box. And I said, are those going to be for sale as well? And the gentleman said, yes, it will, but we haven't sorted through them yet. And I said, oh, rats. I said, because I see one there that I'd really, really like. And of course, they're so wonderful. And he said, which one is it? You can have it. And it was Edith. And it's very easily spottable, the spine on this. So very pretty. Very pretty. Well, I think that's it. It's not quite 30 minutes, but if I wait too much longer, my alarm is going to go off and yell at me. So I'm going to get to work. Here, let's put my little house hippo right here. There we go. You go there. And I hope everyone has a great rest of your day. I'm going to get to work now on that encyclopedia book that my next project, the World Book Encyclopedia. So I'm going to get started on that. And hopefully we'll talk soon. Take care, everyone. We'll talk soon. Thanks for visiting. Bye.